I was almost 10 when my family had a child of their own and sent me back into the system. You might think, okay, 9, that's still young enough. But at 9, I had a growth spurt and got taller than most 11-year-olds I knew. Even before I was in double digits, before I even got in the 4th grade, I realized I was already too old for someone to love. People don't go for 10-year-olds or 11-year-olds, and especially teenagers, when they shop for kids.
Sweetheart, nobody shops for you.
We have good people who work with us, counselors and social workers and things like that. They tell us things like, nobody is shopping for you. But come on. Our files get looked at. They look at our pictures, look at our ages. It's like Amazon. I got my picture taken, and I wanted to look as pretty as I could. I thought, if I'm pretty enough, someone will think they could maybe love me. But as you get taller, your chances get shorter.
My husband and I wanted to have children, but we'd given up and resolved that being parents just wasn't meant to be.
I think we both wanted to have children. I knew my wife really wanted to. I remember the day we talked and said, okay, no more test tubes, no more medical trials. We've tried and it still isn't happening. We both cried together over that weekend, and we came out of it feeling stronger, together, knowing it was a mutual decision.
I can't explain what happened next. It was a bit later, not too long, and we had finally let go of the idea of having children when I started seeing these signs everywhere. Now, I don't mean mystical signs like the Virgin Mary in a Cheeto. I mean signs, yard signs, red and white, with youth villages written on them.
I was seeing them too, on my way to work and around town. It was weird. Either they weren't there before, or I'd never noticed them. But I was noticing them now. I didn't tell my wife about it.
I didn't tell my husband about it.
I just kept seeing them and reading the small print now, which said, become a foster parent.
And in all the time we thought about having children, the thought never occurred to me that we could be parents to a child who already needs a family.
I was afraid to bring it up at first because when we made the decision to stop trying, it was really hard on both of us. But something kept pulling at me.
Something kept telling me, talk to him about this.
There's something I need to tell you. You first.
I don't know how to say this, but what if we could be parents to someone who needs us? Someone we could love.
Someone already waiting to be loved?
We were amazed that we'd both been thinking the same thing. We went for training to be foster parents, and after we were certified, I turned to my husband and said, listen, if we were to have a child together, and if that was able to happen, we wouldn't have the choice of a boy or girl. We would receive with love whatever God had in mind for us.
Yes.
And I believe God has someone in mind for us, and I believe this is what we're led to do.
I do too.
And I don't want to pick and choose. I believe the first person that is put in our path is the one God has chosen for us to become a brand new family.
I believe that too.
I'll never forget the day. It was only a week after we were certified and the phone rang. Hello? Why, yes, we are ready. Where should we meet you?
We got the address of where to go.
Mr. and Mrs. Allison, this is Rebecca.
Congratulations, sweetheart, it's a girl.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm tall for my age. I'm only 11. I know I'm a used kid, but
Rebecca, I'm probably a little older than you wanted. I've never been a parent before, and I'm just a little bit nervous I won't be good enough at it.
Both of us. But if you'll give us a chance.
And that's how I went from being a used kid to a brand new kid with a brand new family. Sometimes our stories do have happy endings. I'm so happy in my new home, but I wonder about my friend Demetrius. He was 17 and still waiting when I found my home. He deserves a happy ending too. None of us asked to be where we're at. We want what everyone else wants, to be loved and to love someone back. I got lucky. I got a new start. I hope Demetrius gets a new start too.
New beginnings, new life, transformations. These stories aren't just for this month. They're the stories of our circle of life, never ending. Once more, from all of us at the Yarn Exchange, thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
We'd like to thank Mountain States Health Alliance and the Tennessee Yards Commission for their support for this program.
And how about another hand for Freddie Vanderford and Brandon Turner? And of course, you, our listening audience. Thank you and good night.
Pull a strand and help me weave it through, and then add your own life story, then we'll start again. At the Jonesborough Yarn Exchange, give us a story and we'll give it